Great. Okay, I think we're all ready. Afternoon and hi everyone. Welcome to today's webinar, which is going to be dedicated to careers and employability support at Middlesex University. My name is Jack Timms and I'm the head of MDXWORKS, which is the dedicated careers and employability service at Middlesex. And I'm going to be leading the session today, but I'm joined by two fantastic guests who will be supporting me, two of our international student ambassadors at the university at this current time. So Marietta and Ashna will be talking to you about their experience as students and international students at Middlesex and how they've accessed careers and employability support at the university. So the way that the session is going to run today is going to be a very brief talk from me around all the things that the Careers and Employability Service can do for you as students of Middlesex. But then the more fun and engaging part of the session will hopefully be when Ashna and Marietta come on and share their experiences around their life at Middlesex, the careers and employability support that they've accessed, and what makes Middlesex different and unique. And that's going to be definitely the most enjoyable part of the session, so you guys can get a real feel for what it's like to be at Middlesex University. There will be some time towards the end. I will try and leave as much time as possible for some questions. So if you do have any questions, do save those until the end and we can get you unmuted and you can ask, over on audio. If not, if you wanted to use the chat facility, you're more than welcome to, and we will pick those up at the end as well. So I hope that's all pretty straightforward, and we're trying to make it as an engaging and interactive session as possible. So if you do have questions, please do ask as many as you'd like to, so we can cover off anything that you are unsure of before you hopefully join us at Middlesex. So, okay, MDXWORKS, who are we? What do we do? I think in a nutshell, if I was to capture MDXWORKS, the Careers and Employability Service at Middlesex in one or two lines, it would be that we want to ensure that every single student who comes to Middlesex and leaves Middlesex has a clearer idea of what comes next beyond their degree and how can they take some proactive steps to ensure that that becomes a reality. So every student should have that knowledge. Every student should be equipped with the tools and the resources that are needed to ensure that they can actually, access the career and the world of work opportunity that they are most interested in. And that's where MDXWORKS come in. We want to ensure that everyone is empowered to take those steps and feel like you can access a world of exciting opportunities when you actually graduate, but also ensure that you make the most of your time at Middlesex whilst you're with us. Employers are incredibly keen to know more about who you are. They want to know about your lived experiences, your passions, your interests. It doesn't always have to be about work experience. They really want to get to know you. And MDXWORKS offer that tailored support, one-to-one advice and guidance to ensure that you have an opportunity to talk to the advisors in our team about who you are, what experiences do you have, and how can you ensure that those are harnessed so that you can have a successful career in the future. And we do a whole range of things within the university to ensure that students have access to careers and employability support. And I'll run you through a few of those things now. So I won't go through all of the list, but I will pick out some headlines here in terms of how do we do what we do as MDXWORKS? How do we ensure that students are more confident and able to access the careers of their dreams? And it's as follows, really. The core service offering that we provide through MDXWORKS is that we offer one-to-one tailored advice and guidance. So every single program at Middlesex has a dedicated advisor attached to their program or department area. So for example, if you're coming into study a science and technology subject, well, we've got two advisors who deal with science and technology careers. If you're looking to study a business related subject, well, we've got two advisors there. Media and performing arts, again, there's a couple of advisors in that space. Health and education, law, all of those areas are essentially covered by an advisor who will provide you with one-to-one advice and guidance about career opportunities and how to maximize your employability skills in those kind of sectors. So the way that we're set up is you can book proactive one-to-one appointments with the team. You can come to a drop-in in our Careers and Employability Centre, but also you'll find that the advisors are very much in your space as well, within your curriculum. So what we're trying to do more of, and as you'll see more of throughout the next few years, is Middlesex MDXWORKS advisors actually coming to deliver careers employability related topics and learning across our different programs within the university, imparting that kind of sector specific knowledge that they have. There'll be more forms of around helping you with things like CV and interview support and opportunities for you to have those almost assessed at the earliest stage possible, so you know that you've got all the tools to succeed in the world of work. The advisors also support you with work experience and placements, finding placements. We don't find them for you, but we ensure that you have all the tools that you need to ensure that you get a placement secured and that you are able to find a piece of work experience that's related to what you want to do. And we can also support you with just generally thinking about what comes after university. What can I do with my degree? Do I want to go on to further study? There's so many things that the advisors and our team within MDXWORKS support our students to do, but often it's all about making sure that you're proactive, engaged, and enthused around your career. If you are, you'll receive an abundance of support to make you very much employable way before you even finish your studies at Middlesex. We also welcome employers onto campus regularly, so we have events, networking opportunities, and I'll show you a few photos of those, and I think some of the guys have kindly pulled together some of those as also. So there's a whole range of things that you can get involved with and related to your career at Middlesex. And the one thing I would say is it's certainly worthwhile doing from day one. If you can really see your career as the essential component of why you chose your degree, you'll find that your learning experience is enhanced, and also you'll take part in opportunities that you may not have if you didn't, come in with a clearer idea of actually, well, why am I doing my degree? What am I looking to do beyond the degree? And we can support you with that from day one. So, as I said, you'll be seeing much more of Middlesex advisors in the curriculum, and that's due to a recently launched MDXWORKS workshop library. So it's a career curriculum whereby we have different pathways for all the year groups at Middlesex. So if you're coming into year one or postgraduate, you have a dedicated pathway of learning workshop topics which will help you to succeed in your career and navigate through kind of a linear pathway of what do I need to know to really maximize my chances of finding work experience, finding a part-time job, getting an internship, finding a placement, expanding my network of potential contacts in London and beyond. All of those sessions form part of our career curriculum. So as you can see, what can I do with my degree forms the first kind of piece of that puzzle. Each year has a different pathway, and your academic tutors often will ask MDXWORKS to come in and deliver some of these sessions. If we aren't able to come in and deliver them, most of them are recorded and accessible as online content as well. Once you arrive at Middlesex, you can also sign up to our online platform, MDXWORKS.com. So your careers and employability platform houses a whole range of things, but in short, you can access job opportunities through our jobs board, graduate roles, placements, part-time work, internships, voluntary experiences. All of those get advertised via the jobs board. I think by the time you guys potentially arrive at Middlesex, we hope we'll actually have a brand new career centre, which we are hoping to launch before the term kicks off. So it'll be very similar. All these things will still be included, but it might look slightly different when you arrive. But we also advertise our events there. So all of the big festivals, the careers fairs that we run, those get added to the platform as well. What's really unique about the website is that it houses loads and loads of bespoke resources, which our staff within MDXWORKS actually curate and write. So as an example, if you're thinking about coming to do a medium performing arts subject, well, there's about 40 different resources on all different medium performing arts careers. If you're looking at science and technology, there's an abundance of resources around how do you find placements in science and technology? How do I write a CV for a psychology job? All those guides and templates are actually also housed via the website in our resource bank. And that grows year on year as the advisors continue to reach out to a labour market and get insights from employers, and then pull together some really great content to help you to navigate your career. You can also book appointments through the website. So again, once we get to the new career centre as well, you'll have an appointment booking space where you can proactively sit down on a one-to-one basis with your advisor, and that can be both online and here on campus. I won't play the video because I know we've got a little bit less time today, but Unitemps is certainly something I would think that's worth knowing about from the offset in your Middlesex journey. So Unitemps is part of MDXWORKS, and we are a part-time work solution, franchise, whatever you want to call it, who recruit for all of the part-time jobs here on campus. So you can see Marietta and you can see Ashna here today. I would like to think that if they've done it correctly, that as their international student ambassadors, both of them are working for Unitemps. And Unitemps recruit for all of those part-time positions, whether it be an international student ambassador and student ambassador, a student learning assistant, an events helper. You may even get some work within marketing or the IT department. Unitemps has all of those roles available as a separate jobs board that you can use, sign up for, and apply for flexible work experience alongside your studies. So I'll let the guys hopefully tell you a little bit more around why Unitemps is so great, but in short, it's really, really great way of earning while you learn and also gaining some work experience that you can talk about and really show that you got involved in university life. It's also paying the London living wage, which I believe is now about £11.95 an hour. So it doesn't pay too badly, flexible work experience, and something to add to your CV. International student support, I would definitely want to cover this, is really central to what we offer at Middlesex. We are so proud, I think, as a university of that diversity that we have here, not only in London but also in Dubai and Mauritius. But in London, we have over 145 nationalities across our global campuses, many of which are here in London, and that's something to be proud of and that's something to celebrate. But we also know that with international students, additional support is sometimes required. You're not necessarily going to know exactly how the labour market works in another country. Again, that's where MDXWORKS and our international student advice team come in to support you with navigating the world of work in the UK, whether it be looking for a part-time job or a placement, sponsorship requirements if we're thinking longer term, the graduate visa that you can apply for, which gives you the 2 years beyond your degree studies. All these things are really, really important to know about, and it's vital that we as university equip you with everything that you need to maximise your chances as international students here in the UK. So we've got international student support information through UniHub. We also subscribe to a bespoke service called Student Circus. Student Circus actually houses all of the jobs that employers in the UK have uploaded and said we're open to sponsoring an international student for this specific opportunity. So there's internships, there's placements, there's graduate roles, and you have single sign-on access to that through Middlesex University. So you can log in using your student details, access the job opportunities, and also loads of really great resources and help sheets and guidance around making the most of your time in the UK. So Student Circus is one of our additional tools for only our international community. We run a number of programs through MDXWORKS as well. So if you are somebody who's passionate about entrepreneurship and you're thinking that I would like to start a business in the future, well, we have an MD Accelerator program for that. If you're someone who wants to make the most of your summer and get involved in real practical projects on behalf of some of our employer partners, well, we've got an emerging professional program for that. We run a number of diversity initiatives under our MDX Equals program, and MDX Advantage is hopefully going to be the kind of the name that we put to a module which you'll be able to access within your program around careers and employability related learning. So there's a whole range of things that we offer beyond just that core service offering that I referenced earlier. We run a number of events and fairs. I think I mentioned that. So here's some photos of some of the more recent ones. So we run Gradstock Careers Festival every autumn. So that's our big kind of flagship careers fair running in October. Usually we have up to 80 different organizations coming in to campus exhibiting with opportunities. We also have a number of industry related talks around how do you find careers in certain sectors, from industry professionals, alumni networking for those who have gone on to really successful careers and want to come and give back to the university. And we also cover off a number of other things at Gradstock, which include things like LinkedIn photography, CV reviewing. So there's a load of really amazing things that you can engage with as part of our events that we run annually. We only recently had Career Connect this time last week, and I think actually where Marietta or Ashna have already got some footage of that event, so I will let them talk a little bit more about Career Connect. The strange little photo that you can see at the top there is actually what we did when it was peak pandemic and we kind of had to somehow think of how do we do a careers fair online, and we managed to pull together what you can only really describe as a Pokemon style careers fair online. And we don't do that at the moment. It's back, as you can see in the bottom right hand corner, big kind of events on campus. Right, I've got a couple of minutes. So a couple more things just before I hand over to the team. If you are somebody who can't always engage and attend all of the sessions and the different things that are available to you related to careers and employability, we do also have an on-demand online channel through MDX Play. So again, you can sign up to MDX Play, access all of the MDXWORKS Careers and Employability Service workshops. There's things which are webinars for all. So it might be a session around CV writing or interview skills, assessment centres. There's international student resources, as you can see at the top there. So some specific advice from the International Student Advice Team, international mobility, how do we articulate our story, our intercultural experience as international students. So really rich resources that you can access through that platform as well. Quick plug for LinkedIn Learning. If you are coming to university at Middlesex, you have free access to a really bespoke and amazing platform called LinkedIn Learning. You may have heard of LinkedIn before. LinkedIn Learning is an extension of that, which offers over 16,000 courses to help you to develop business, technology, creative skills, a really rich vein of content that you can access to help you to upskill and complement your degree studies. And as I said, you can access that for free while studying at Middlesex. It's usually £30 a month. And we use LinkedIn Learning and MDXWORKS to really help students to enhance what they offer. What can you bring to the table if an employer asks you in terms of skills and experience and knowledge? And LinkedIn Learning is just another thing that somebody can do to say, I'm passionate about my career, I'm passionate about my industry, and here are some certifications that I've gained alongside my degree. So there's a very quick plug for LinkedIn Learning. But I think in terms of what I wanted to get through, that is the main. I'll leave you just to have a little read through this around what employers are looking for. We often work with employers as part of the university's careers and employability service, and employers' feedback is really consistent now. It's not just about your degree. The degree itself is brilliant, but they also want to know what motivates you, what inspires you, what experiences do you have, what is your lived experience beyond just kind of, potentially a part-time job, what's your social and cultural background, why is that a strength to you? And they really value difference and unique perspective. So it's really vital when you do potentially come to university that all of these things are in your mind and you really wow employers with who you are. Telling your story is one of the most important and powerful things that you can do as a student or international student at Middlesex or elsewhere. So I'm going to hand over to Marietta and Ashna to go through their slides, because I think they've covered some of these things as well already in terms of what you'll actually gain from your degree. But I think they are best placed to say, well, this is what I've already gained by being a student at Middlesex. So I will go on mute myself and look forward to hearing from Marietta and Ashna around their experience at Middlesex. But thank you for listening to the first part of the session, and I will be back to answer questions towards the end.
Thank you, Jack. That was very informative and it was an amazing presentation from your side. So now I hope to share the student perspective of what it's like to study here at Middlesex, because it's been an amazing year since I've been here. And introducing myself, my name is Ashna Vaidya and I am from Nepal, and currently I'm studying my undergraduate in international business. And I just recently finished my first year in April and I'm awaiting my results, which is really exciting. So now the summertime for international students is the time where they can really focus on their careers, enhancing their employability skills and so on. So I will be sharing some of the things which I love being a part of Middlesex first. Next slide. Thank you. So firstly, it's the inclusive environment which Middlesex University provides, not only from the diversity, like Jack said, it is throughout all of the aspects which you can imagine, from mental health to career, studies, finance, everything that you can imagine. And personally, I've been given so many opportunities by Middlesex University in terms of employability and education while taking extra courses alongside of my degree. And sometimes it can feel overwhelming for students, especially for international students, when they have been shifted from their home country to a whole new world of opportunities. They can feel overwhelmed, and Middlesex also provides career counseling as well as mental health support too, which I really appreciate. And I personally took a counseling session and a mental health advisor for myself, and they really helped me figure things out, and it really makes students not feel alone while they're studying at university. And it helps students not to feel homesick, and yeah, university really makes you feel not alone, because there are so many people who are having the same experience as you are. So next being, I love how there are various organizations that come here and start career fairs and even parties and extracurricular activities. And parties is something that students really look forward to here, and it is also a part of the student experience of studying at universities. So it is not only a place for having fun, but it is also a place where you can find potential networks that will help you in your future career. So you can just add them on LinkedIn, and you never know when you will cross paths again. So every friend you make, every person you meet at parties is an opportunity for you to network with people who will in turn help you in your future, and you can help them as well. So it is the university which provides a great environment for you to just grow as a person and just overall help you in your career. And third, I want to talk about the amazing teachers and industrial experts that we have here, because personally for my business degree, there are amazing tutors that I have who have experience in all the market trends and different adverts that we see in everyday lives. And it's just amazing how they teach us so many valuable things and every detail which we would never learn from textbooks, and how they reiterate the message through their personality and how they make the class fun and interactive. So it is not like the traditional classrooms. So they really make it interactive, and students interact with teachers, and it really makes the overall experience really enjoyable. And then the fourth point being modern technology in all fields of study, and Middlesex is, I believe, also known as the top modern universities when it comes to technologies and everything, because in all fields of studies, they have high equipped technology, even in the business degree, where they have computer courses which we can take for researching databases, and there is a stadium for students who are learning sports, and also high quality computers which are used by art students. And it is really amazing because it is accessible to all students equally. So you can just, go to the library, use all the resources that the university has provided you, and it is just a fun time to learn and also pass your time. And then the fifth point being, it really Middlesex University really encourages how to develop skill activities by providing you opportunities such as internships, international mobility, language and culture exchange, and placement opportunities. And I'm really looking forward to it in my second year when I'll be starting it in September. So I've been having a chat with my career advisors and figuring out how I want to spend the rest 2 years of my university life and make it the most productive years, and in turn it'll help me find a good graduate job. So I really appreciate the fact that Middlesex always provides us opportunity, and you just have to take it. And then the last point being, again, preparing students not only for the final degree but also the overall employability. So they provide you opportunities through emails if you sign up through MDXWORKS and Unitems through their websites. You get regular emails about different opportunities and internships that are based upon your courses, which is really amazing. And you just have to take the opportunity and you will get amazing chances while you're studying. So now moving on to the main focus, which is career support. As Jack amazingly explained about MDXWORKS and Unitems, I will highlight some of the points which I personally used myself, and it really helped me a lot throughout just the 9 months that I've been here. And it's amazing to look back and think how much I've grown as a person, only because all the experiences that I've had through MDXWORKS and Unitems itself. So firstly, I wouldn't be here in this webinar if it wasn't for MDXWORKS. So it is a great opportunity that they've given me of being an international student ambassador, and I feel really proud to represent my country as well. And I've been given amazing opportunities by Unitems as an international student ambassador, where I can engage in making videos and fun content, just going around London with other colleagues of mine and just filming videos, editing them. And it is a side hobby of mine, so which I can also enhance my video editing skills, but it is also fun and they pay you a good amount. and it is a really nice opportunity for people. So you can find, just if you apply for the opportunities that they give you, you just can make it the most out of yourself. You just have to take the opportunity. And there are tons of student union roles where you can start your own societies, where you can apply for being a president, vice president, financial officers, and so on. And they're all paid roles, which is really amazing. And then there are ambassador schemes where Marietta and I work. And there are part-time jobs inside a university where it is really flexible. You also have the opportunities to become student learning assistants, which I have applied for the upcoming year. As I'm moving on to my second year, I get the opportunity to help students who are just joining from my course in the first year. So it is just a really amazing opportunity to help people with the knowledge that you've already learned so far, and you also get paid for it, so it is just amazing. And talking about MDXWORKS, they organize various kinds of career fairs, and the career fair which I attended most recently, I had them take my picture for LinkedIn, which was really nice. And also a fun moment that happened was I met a really nice lady there, and we just started a conversation. We just had eye contact, and I went up to her, I talked to her, and then she took down my email. And then the next day she contacted me and she was saying, it was really nice to meet you at the Middlesex career event. I was wondering if you were up for a chat. And she provided me a part-time opportunity at a hotel around London, which was really amazing. So I have that coming up on Friday. So just moments like that. And I even didn't have to apply through the company site. I just had to talk to a person who I met at a career fair which Middlesex organized. So it was really amazing. She was sweet and nice. So all you have to do is just go up to people, talk to them, you know, even if you don't get anything out of it, just even the 1% which you learn about the market here and how people interact with each other is just amazing. So again, the flagship fairs like Career Connect, grad stock events, which the university organizes, is amazing. You can get job opportunities, internships, and international mobility opportunities where you can study or work abroad, which is amazing. And it is also partially funded by the university itself, which is an amazing opportunity. And also network with alumni from different fields. So you can always find people who graduated from universities and are working for multinational companies, and you can just have a chat with them by signing up for an appointment. And it's just amazing to see how they utilize the same resources that you have now, and just have a great start to your career. And lastly, CV reviewing, mock interviews, and LinkedIn photo shoots are some of the facilities which are provided throughout the academic year by MDXWORKS, but also during the Career Connect fairs. And it is an amazing opportunity to just, you know, utilize the resources from the university. So next slide, please. Thank you. So for my last slide, I want to talk about the extra resources which the university provides. And I think personally, being an international student, when we move to the UK, it's a new start to our life. It's a new employability environment which we are entering in. So we have to make sure that our CV, our experience are relevant to the market which we are in. So for that, if you don't have prior experience, you can always learn through LinkedIn Learning. It is completely free, as Jack said, and there are so many courses that you can choose. So no matter what your interest is, I'm sure you can find something that you can get a valid certification for. And during the summer vacation, you don't have any academic deadlines to do. You have a lot of free time on your own. So while you work, when you get home, you can always spend 1 hour on such courses, and then it can help you immensely in the future. And there are also extra certification opportunities like Bloomberg, BMC, and ESG, and data stream such as Icon. And it is really helpful for students who are looking for an extra course alongside of their course, which are taught by the university in a span of 3 days, which is really short, and it is a really valuable certification that you can get. And personally, I'm starting mine in June, so I'm really excited for that. And hopefully in another webinar, I can share my experience. And then again, as Jack said, we can we as students can book one-on-one appointments with our personal career advisors, and I have done that once with mine, and he was amazing. He just helped me navigate through all of my ideas and how I want to make the best career choice for myself. And also talking about the mental health support, like I said, it can be overwhelming, all the information that is provided, but Middlesex University also supports you mentally as well. And lastly, the support for emerging entrepreneurs. I was a small entrepreneur back in my home country too. So I talked about the business venture that I had back home with my career advisor, and I was really feeling demotivated, but he was like, you need to go for it. We can connect you with different people who can help you get your idea out. You can put stalls when the student union are organizing various kinds of events. So it is just amazing how Middlesex University provides support, not only for the course, but also your overall career and your interests as well. So with that being said, I would like to call upon Marietta to share her side of the experience. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Ashna, and thank you, Jack, for sharing your experience and knowledge in order to guide our prospective Middlesex students to make sure they can make the most out of their studies at Middlesex. So, to introduce myself, my name is Marietta. I am a Greek Cypriot student, international one, currently studying fashion design. I have recently finished my foundation year, and hopefully next year I'll be able to start my first year at Middlesex. So to start, I would like to share a few things that I have experienced while being a Middlesex student. Well, when I first entered the university, I was able to understand that it's quite diverse and inclusive, and it's relatively friendly as an environment. I was able to meet students from my country as well, which I wasn't expecting it. Also, there's a mixture of contemporary and traditional teaching. That means that facilities are upgraded to the latest technology, and also we get to experience kind of traditional old-fashioned teaching from our tutors, which kind of keeps a balance between modern and old. And as a fashion design student, that's something that really helps me evolve and understand the meaning behind the history of something and how to evolve and progress. And that leads to receiving the highest possible quality in terms of education, which many students are afraid of before they apply to university. They want to make sure, oh, does this university cover what I'm looking for? Am I going to get the full support? Am I going to get the best possible education I can get? And that's a bit tricky. But as a Middlesex student, I can reassure you that this is what you can get. You get the best possible. You have teachers, you have your classmates that are always there to support you. And yeah, that's the basic from what I have realized while studying at Middlesex. Now, in terms of career opportunities, as Ashna and Jack have mentioned before, there are many opportunities for you once you join Middlesex. Currently, I am an international student ambassador, and I have been able to expand and evolve as a person. Once you enter Middlesex, like I said, you don't feel there is any discrimination. There are so many international students from all around the world where you can just interact, share ideas, share opinions, experiences, and create even new ones with them. Also, you have the opportunity to join several clubs and societies, and that could be business, sports, anything you can imagine. You can even create your own one, as Ashna mentioned before. You can become confident, sociable. If you're afraid, because it will be, let's say, your first year, you'll be a bit restricted because you may not know lots of things about Middlesex, but you won't be the first or the last person there. It's the same. It was the same for me. I was afraid to talk to people because I thought I was going to be judged. But slowly, I was able to understand that Middlesex is an environment that don't really judge you. and they're always there to push you towards succeeding, following your passion, having a good career that in the next few years is going to evolve and become something you couldn't even imagine. And last but not least, part-time jobs like international student ambassadors using Unitems. There is a good salary there for you to have as extra pocket money or even cover a few expenses, a few subscriptions you may have every month. And that's something that also, instead of not only getting money on the side, it's also a good way of gaining experience, something that looks good on your CV. And it's something that lots of employers in the future will take into account. So yeah. Specifically about MDXWORKS and the career support we receive from them, as Jack has mentioned, we have 24/7 online support. You can go on the website, you can talk to a chat agent who's going to provide you with all the necessary information you may need. Also, we have one-to-one appointments with advisors offering specific guidance depending your course you have, what kind of opportunities you can have in terms of career jobs, part-time jobs, internships, placements, whatever you may need. They're there for us to help and support us. Also about what kind of work experience we can have, what kind of placement we can get. That should be specifically tailored for you, your needs, your abilities, your knowledge and everything. Also, CV and application feedback. Of course, it's not ready-made for us. We are the ones who are going to have to build our CV and our application, but we can always prepare our CV and our application, and before handing it in, we can always refer to MDXWORKS, where they're going to have a look, they're going to look through everything, they're going to let us know what's happening, is there something we need to modify, something that needs more attention, more detail, and that's really going to help kind of catapult our career and make a good impression to our first or to any future employer we may have. Like mentioned before, part-time paid jobs opportunities through Unitems, like International Student Ambassador. It's quite flexible for you. You don't have to worry about studying and working part-time at the same time. There's no stress at all. You're an international student. Everyone is the same, no discrimination. And you can easily, if you have the weekend off and there is an event happening on campus, you can easily register, let your line manager know. They can write you on the list and you can easily just go there, just have a lovely time with your classmates. And at the same time, you're getting paid. I mean, there isn't any other easy job that I can think of that's going to help you evolve as a human being, get good knowledge, improve your CV, and also get extra pocket money on the side. So a variety of events and activities that can support us from all kinds of backgrounds. That's something that really helps us evolve as people and as students, and also general help in terms of employability skills and development. So not to worry, you won't feel lost with us. So a few things I've done so far as an international student ambassador. I have attended lots of focus groups, which include sharing new ideas, new opinions in terms of improving something that we don't feel it's right at Middlesex, or something that needs kind of improvement that reflects more our needs as students as well, and something that's going to help you, the prospective students in the future, to have all possible help and guidance and opportunities you're looking for. Also, interviews and webinars like the one attending today is something that helps us share our experience to you, make people know what's happening and how lovely it is to be an MDX student. Also, campus tours, which most of you, once coming to London, you're going to really want to have. You will probably meet lots of international student ambassadors who are going to be offering you campus tours, explain to you a few tips, few tricks to know around London as well, how to travel, how to commute from one place to another, especially to your university. And last but not least, the paid opportunities that we get as student ambassadors. It's £14 an hour, depending what you're doing, plus holiday rate. And if you think at the end of the day, if you have a task for 3-4 hours, that's going to really help you pay part of your rent, part of your expenses, your bills, your transportation, or just entertainment. So it's really up to you how you're going to make the most out of it. But being an international student ambassador personally has been a marvelous experience, and it's something that I hope I will be able to continue for the rest of the years of my studies. And I do suggest to all of you out there that you don't miss a chance. Any kinds of opportunities, you will be receiving daily emails from Middlesex, from your department, whether it's arts, business, law, anything. They will always be giving opportunities to us, internships, placements, events we can attend where we can meet other people and kind of put ourselves out there to start evolving our career. So I would say basically that's all for me now. Please feel free to ask any questions and we'll be more than happy to answer them and help you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Marietta and Ajna, for sharing your story and actually just proving what you can do by getting involved and the experiences that you gain. And just as you rightfully pointed out, you know, growing as people more than anything by just getting involved in university life and making the most of your time at Middlesex. So thank you so much for sharing those experiences, and congratulations, Ajna, on securing a job at CURRICULAR. That was lovely to hear. I will feed that back to the team later. But yes, as said, we really want to answer some questions. So if there's anything that anyone on the call would like to ask about your program or beyond related to career, hopefully we can pick that up between us. And so we'll give you a little bit of thinking time.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I'm Vikashini this side from India.
Hi.
I have applied to be a honors in business management course, and I got an offer letter for that. Conditional offer. Thank you so much. So I would like to know more about the opportunities after this particular course. Actually, I also joined a bit late on the call.
So just to clarify, there was a slight bit of background noise there, Vikashini, but did you say that you were interested in knowing about the sort of opportunities that you can undertake beyond your business and management degree?
Sorry, is it clear now, my voice?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. So I was saying, I have applied to BA Honors in Business Management course, and I would like to know about the opportunities of this particular course after the completion.
After you finished. Okay, yeah, no, that's what I thought you had said, so that's all good. So to be honest with you, based on studying a broad degree like business management, I would say that your opportunities are limitless in relation to what you could do. I think the one thing that I would instantly say about a business and management degree is think of it in terms of a really rounded learning experience about business as a whole, as opposed to thinking I'm going to instantly be a business manager, which sometimes happens. It's more important to think about all the things that you learn on a business management degree, whether it be marketing, HR, finance. Find out what you enjoy doing as part of your program. Where do you excel? Where do you get the most fulfillment? And then what you can do is sit down with an advisor within MDXWORKS who covers business programs and start to look at, well, where can we look at in terms of longer term career planning? Can we talk to some alumni who studied business and management degree and have gone on to a whole variety of careers, probably some in the creative sectors, some might be in science and technology. It's really important to think about where you can go with a business management degree, because it's really broad, and it's important that you do that proactive research and sit down with the team at MDXWORKS to help you to work out what's right for you.
Thank you so much. I have chose this course in specialization in finance.
Specializing in finance, did you say?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, amazing. So I know that the finance department at university, the accounting and finance team have got some really amazing links in terms of placement opportunities with the NHS. So there's a real, I think Ashna was mentioning the Bloomberg terminal as well as something else that you've had access to as business management, and well, all students have access to that, particularly appealing to some of our business cohorts. So there's loads to get involved with, and I think that's the main message of today is if you want to make the most of your career, it's about getting involved, and what will often happen is opportunities come your way without you even expecting them to. And Ashna has already proven that with regard to the careers fair last week. Thank you for the question.
Thank you so much. And one more question is
Sure.
that I have applied to this course in specialization in finance, but after studying for 1 year, if I feel like I'm not interested in finance and I want to shift my specialization to HR or some other course, is that possible in MDX?
Yes, so usually after your first year is something that you can inquire about, and it's really important to have those conversations with your program team pretty much when you start, so you know what the process would be in that sense. It's not something that our careers and employability team are involved in, but it's really important that you have those conversations up front so you know where you stand before you kick off your degree.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much.
All right. So there's a question in the chat. I've applied for a master's in human resources. What opportunities will I be open for? I think, again, it's really similar to what we've covered off with previous answer. You'll have an abundance of opportunities as a HR student. I mean, most organizations in the country, in the world, will have some form of HR function. If it's a business which is thriving in particular, you'll have an abundance of opportunity. So it's about, well, where do we want to work? Because if HR exists within most organizations, well, can I think about more of the setting and the culture that I want to work within in terms of workplace, as opposed to just thinking HR as a very business orientated degree. You may be someone who in your own time enjoys the arts and creative industries, or you may be someone who's a big fan of film and television. So why not think about HR in that space as opposed to more traditional mindset in terms of maybe one of the big banks or one of the companies which has more of an office space environment. So lots to think about, I would say, when it comes to these sorts of opportunities. But the way you'll be able to find out what you can do with any degree is by getting involved and by engaging with your career and by engaging with MDXWORKS, the resources that are available to you. And the next thing you know is that actually there's a whole world of opportunities waiting for you out there beyond what you may have thought about when you first joined the university.
Yes, and I would also like to add to that. So when you're joining in September, I just recommend you make accounts in MDXWORKS, Unitems first of all, and then you will just be emailed all of the opportunities that are open for you via your uni email. So you can just see what interests you in your field, and there are definitely jobs that you can first have experience with. And if you already have a CV, which I assume you have as you've done your undergraduate degree, so you have a good experience as well. So MDXWORKS can definitely help you enhance the degree that you already had previously in the career field that you're interested in. So I think that's an advice that I would give to you as an international student myself, is just to sign up at MDXWORKS and just reach out to them, and they will be more than happy to help you.
Yeah, thank you, Ashna. Okay, any other final questions before we close for the session? If there's anything that we aren't able to answer or haven't been able to, and you've still got those in mind, do please ensure that you refer to the Facebook offer holders group, and we can direct those questions there. But if there's anything else related to the careers employability side of things, please do let us know, or we'll close for the day.
So one more final question.
Sure.
So who can I contact for this course change things? Is there any contact from me? You can.
So is that with regard to how you could potentially change your course after the first year?
Yeah.
To be honest, it might be your program leader would be the best person, the potential program leader for that. So I'm sure that's something that you will be familiar with. by this stage. If not, you can usually find the information online just on the main Middlesex website. All program leaders are listed against the course that you'll be studying. It's probably them who you could ask that question to first and foremost. Possibly the admissions team as well.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
All right. Okay. Well, I guess in that case, it's all that's left to do is say a huge thank you to everyone for joining today, and I hope it's been particularly useful. We hope that when you arrive at Middlesex, fingers crossed that you'll make the most of these opportunities that are available to you. You'll get involved, and as a result, you will excel in your careers long term. As we've seen from Marietta and Ashna's limited time already at university, they've had an amazing experience, and I'm absolutely certain it's only going to get better for them from here on in. And we'll be talking about them on an alumni panel in many years' time about their fantastic careers, and that could be you as well. So we hope to see you at Middlesex soon. Thank you for joining today's session, and wishing you all the best in the interim.